Hey y'all, Farmer Dre back at us on this beautiful day here on the farm, early morning. We're gonna go ahead and get the day started. I gotta open up the high tunnels. And today we are pounding in post for the high density. We started yesterday and we got about 90, a little more. We got like 110, 120 of them done yesterday. And today we're gonna go ahead and finish it off and finish off the anchoring, start welding, pulling the wires, and start planting trees. So I'm gonna go ahead and water the greenhouses here, open up the tomatoes, and go ahead and get the day started. All right, so I'm gonna go here in high tunnel number 2 here, and turn on irrigation here on the strawberries. So I run the irrigation every other day for about an hour plus. Turn it to 60. Probably turn 75. It was real nice and warm. It was nice warm yesterday, so let that run there until the timer stops. So what we did here yesterday, we went ahead and cleaned up some of the trees from back here, and we are building a shop over here in this area. So we got the trusses. The truss has been here for a long time. We just never got around to it, but now that we're actually planting something here, we want to leave enough room, and in the future, we don't know, maybe a year, 2 years from now, we'll build our shop. So I left 90 foot that way, and it is 100+ feet this way. So the shop is only gonna be a 50 by 50 or 50 by 60. So we got to figure out the trusses and how the end rows are gonna be and whatnot. So we got all those right there. Then of course we're gonna have 2 rows of high density going from this post. There's the end post right here down there. So it's like another 300 some foot. So yep. So like they say in life, you're not gonna succeed if you never fail. And that's what I did the first time we ever planted that high density. Well, the biggest mistake I did, and we don't use a tree planter to plant anyways because we have too much rock here in our soil. So what I did, I went ahead and augered out all the holes and planted the trees, and came back about a month later and put the trellis system up. And we got a lot of high winds in months of May, April and May. You get winds, rain, and I lost about 10% of my trees because flopping over in the wind. Those dwarfing rootstocks, like the Geneva rootstocks, are very brittle. They don't hold up to wind at all. They're not a self-standing tree. So that's how you live and learn. I failed at that. So now what we're doing is we're gonna go ahead and we're pounding in all the posts in first. Then we're coming through and augering them out. Then we're pulling up the first or second wire, depending how much time we have. Then planting, putting on the clips, securing the tree to the clips, and then finishing up the trellis system completely. So that's the plan, and it's gonna work. So we did this late last night in the dark. We got about 1 acre done on that side of the farm. So now we're gonna go ahead and finish up this side. But these posts, we rented that post driver, and it is looking nice and good. These are sturdy. This is 2 3/8 piping, and it's about 3/8 thick, so it's really solid. And whenever the dirt settles around the bottom there, after we get them pounding it in, it's gonna be nice and firm, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna hold up real nice for the trees. They're spaced 30 foot apart, and then on the ends we got a 3-inch pipe, and of course we're gonna be in the anchors about 4.5 foot in the ground. So yeah, it should work. It's working on the other side. And here in Missouri, southwest Missouri, we have so much rock. A lot of people use wooden posts to do that, but if we would try driving a wooden post, it'll just crack and bust, and it won't work. And then we have to auger every single one of them out, and augering out 150 posts is just ridiculous. So these metal posts isn't traditional high density trellis system, but it works and it holds the trees up. It's sturdy, resists to the wind. So yep. Anyways, we gotta go get some more posts. All right. Alrighty, so what I'm having Moses and Isaac do is they're pulling a string across, and what's that? Anyways, they're pulling a string across from the end post. Then we have a 30-foot piece of pipe, and they're pulling the pipe across and measuring out and making a dot of paint where the post needs to go. And then Adrian and I are coming back to the tractor and putting the post right on the dot there, on the line, perfectly straight, and beating them in. Alrighty, so as you guys saw there, it takes us longer to set up, make sure the posts are level than it is to beat it in. So we are renting a Montana post driver, and it's like our post driver times 10. It weighs 2,000 pounds, so that weight really helps out. And it's just a massive post driver. It could beat in an 8-inch post. And for us, you know, we were working yesterday now that there's no way it's gonna take us 5 days or even longer to finish with ours. And with this thing, within 24 hours, we're gonna be done. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this post driver here. Look at this sucker. It is huge, massive post driver. It's solid steel in here. That's why it's so heavy. It weighs 2,000 pounds, so we gotta put a bale of hay on the back of the tractor there to counterweight, just because it was just so heavy. But yeah, this thing's doing the trick. And it seems like there's not a single rock in the soil whenever it's beating it in. But in all reality, you know, you can't even auger out 3 foot completely down. That's how much rock's in the soil. But, you know, the right equipment does the right job at the right time. So I'm very happy with this. I look to, you know, before we rent, we always look into buying, because buying the long term is better. But they just want $8,000 for one of these. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get working here and hopefully get done pretty quick.